I need to put on some lip gloss because my lips, they're looking real dry right now. Hold on, let me get some gloss. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of hungry right now. I think I might go get something to eat when I'm done with this video. But anyway. Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Jessica Ann, and today I want to talk to you guys about how I quit smoking, and not smoking weed, even though I don't do that either, but how I quit smoking cigarettes, how I quit smoking nicotine. So today I wanted to bring y'all a video on telling you how I quit smoking, and hopefully you don't smoke, hopefully you never smoked, and if you do, hopefully I can help you quit. Baby girl, we look too good to be smoking cigarettes, okay? Period. So let's get into this video. I started smoking cigarettes right out of high school, and I was about, well, actually not exactly right after, a few months after, but anyway, I was like 18 years old when I started smoking cigarettes. And the only reason why I started smoking cigarettes is because I was hanging out with this girl in a group of people that I should not have been hanging out with in the first place. So I started taking on their traits. So basically, when I was younger, just a little backstory. When I was younger, like in middle school, I never even thought about smoking. My parents are like very traditional, very religious, so smoking and all that extra stuff was just not in my genes. Like I wouldn't say not in my genes, but just not something that was around me when I was younger, because I was around my parents all the time, so I didn't think about smoking or anything like that because they didn't do it. So when I was younger, like in middle school, in my neighborhood, like I had this one friend, and we would go on top of her roof. Like we would sneak out. Hold on, does my lips look okay? Go out of her window in her room and sit on top of the roof, and we would fake smoke cigarettes. I literally still have a scar on my hand of when I got cut from the window. The window was cracked, and we like opened it up so we can go outside, and while we were trying to open it up, it fell down and split my hand. But I didn't tell her anything. It healed, so thank God. So we literally just snuck out the window, sat on top of the roof, and fake smoked paper. But the only reason why we did that is because her mom smoked cigarettes, so she already knew like what smoking was, although I didn't. And I just want to put a little FYI out there, like just be careful about who your children hang around, because so many times we think it's like innocent and kids are hanging around other kids, but honestly sometimes kids that are the same age know more than the other, and they know more street stuff than the other kids do. So I would say just be very cautious about who your kid is around, even if they are kids. So anyway, we snuck outside on the roof and we would smoke paper. That was the only thing that I did closest to smoking cigarettes when I was younger. So when I started hanging out with these group of friends and I started smoking cigarettes, it was just like random. So basically one day we came from the store doing what we were supposed to do, thieving from the store. She would smoke cigarettes. So I asked her, oh, can I have some of your cigarettes? So she gave me some of her cigarette and I smoked it, and after that I started smoking cigarettes every day. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. That's just how I talk. That's just how I talk. So a couple years went by and I was still smoking cigarettes and we were still hanging out. But it came a point in time when we all, like me and the group of the girls, we just drifted away. So like a bunch of different things happened within that time frame where we were friends, and then eventually we just drifted away. Like we just realized that we were just wasn't each other's cup of tea. So we drifted away and we started doing our own things. So when I started doing my own thing, I started going into a direction of, okay, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to get a car, I'm going to do everything that I need to do to handle my business. So that's what I did. And while I was smoking, I was living home with my parents. And I realized that I had to sneak and smoke. Like, I literally had to go behind my parents' back in order to smoke. And that was just like an uncomfortable feeling. Like, for me, as the type of person that I am, I don't want to have to sneak around. I don't want to have to lie. I don't want to have to do any of that. So it was just very uncomfortable for me. And also, even when I was working at this time, I was working at a hotel. So like, it was very uncomfortable for me to like go outside and smoke cigarettes. When the manager was there, like, I would have to sneak out to smoke cigarettes. And I noticed when I had to sneak around, I noticed that that was not what I was supposed to be doing. So eventually it clicked in my brain, like, just, you're not supposed to be smoking. So I made the decision, the mental decision, that I did not want to smoke cigarettes anymore. So the number one way that I stopped smoking was I made the decision, not just the decision, but I made a decision that I did not want to smoke cigarettes anymore. So you can have in your mind, it can run through your mind sometimes, oh, I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to stop smoking. Like we always say, oh, I'm going to stop January 1st, like New Year hit, I'm not going to smoke cigarettes no more. Oh, like when my birthday come, I'm not going to smoke cigarettes no more. Oh, when I have this kid and after I have this baby, I am not smoking no more. We make so many excuses to make us feel better and justify pretty much why we smoke. Okay, you're gonna make a real decision. You're gonna make the decision that you want to stop smoking. Number two, what I did is that I listed the pros and cons of smoking cigarettes. Number one con that came to mind first was that I had to sneak around. I had to sneak around to smoke. I was not comfortable smoking around other people that were not smoking. So even when I was in a club, like, I just felt uncomfortable going outside to smoke a cigarette. It just wasn't me. Of course, the other cons that comes with it, your health. Your health. You have to think about your health. Smoking cigarettes is a killer. Like, your lungs, that's it. Baby girl, baby boy. Smoking cigarettes is not a pro. Instead of smoking cigarettes or doing that with my hands, I would do something else with my hands. So I would drink superfoods in the morning, which is your vegetables that you need for your body. Or I would drink like a lemon or lime water on my way to work. And then on my way to work, I will also stop and get a coffee. So I will fill myself up with positive things or nutritious things instead of smoking. The third way that I quit smoking is that I started cutting cigarettes down. So basically, I would smoke one cigarette a day. Yes, one cigarette a day. But I would smoke that one cigarette throughout the day. So in the morning, on my way to work, I would smoke a little bit. On my break, I would smoke a little bit. And on my way home, I would smoke the rest. And that's how I would break down my cigarettes. I would not have a cigarette each time I did something, because I would be like, I would smoke on my way to work, I would smoke on my break, I would smoke on my lunch, I would smoke on my way back home, I would smoke when I'm hanging out, chilling. Like, I would probably smoke 10 cigarettes a day. That's probably not even a lot to some people, but that's a lot of cigarettes. 10 a day? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Baby girl! Jesus, thank you for delivering me, because anyway, I would break down my cigarettes. I would break it down and I would just smoke one cigarette a day, and I would smoke it in increments. And those are, honestly, I would say those are probably the only three things that I did in order to stop smoking. The first way, I made a decision that I really wanted to quit smoking. I didn't just say or put it on a back burner and make excuses or try and justify it. No, I made a decision that I did not want to smoke anymore. The second way that I quit smoking is that I listed the pros and cons of why I should or should not smoke. And there was literally no pros of smoking except for maybe one. But that did not justify me smoking. The third way that I quit smoking is that I started smoking in increments. I smoked one cigarette in increments. So I would smoke one cigarette a day. Those are the ways, you guys, that I quit smoking. And honestly, there's more to life than smoking cigarettes. You're shortening your life so much by smoking cigarettes. So I just want you guys to, like, not smoke. don't smoke. It's not worth it. Your lips are gonna get black, your gums are gonna get black, your teeth are gonna get yellow. You're like, it's not healthy. I pray and I hope that you guys can find this video helpful, and I really hope that you guys can quit smoking because it's not worth it, baby girl. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please leave it down below in the comments, and make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to this video, and also share it. And I just want to let you know, if you don't have nothing positive to say, don't say nothing at all, because you will get blocked. Can you even block on YouTube? I don't even know if you can block on YouTube, but anyway, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you. Bye.